right on the corner of Main Street. Got a market down there, billiards room, Edison Hall, and here is the library. The beginning of a new chapter. Quick tour. Go down this short little corridor. Turn left. Ooh, more books. Turn left. Ooh, nice seating area. I like it. Newspapers and magazines. Fun seating area.
We'll show you more, but first I wanted you to see some of those who serve on the library committee. They're the ones that make it what it is. The library that we enjoy every day has been a treasure of Cypress Cove since 1999, the same year residents began moving in. It was created by resident volunteers who continue to run the library today. Besides a first-floor reading room on Main Street, books are also shelved at the triple elevator lobbies on both the second and third floors.
There are many people, especially from the older generation, that like to hold a book, a real book in their hands. But we'll always have a library here, I'm sure, that will keep living on with people like you that work and help it to function, because without you, I couldn't do it alone. It takes many hands working together.
Hi, we're in the Cypress Cove Library on the main floor on Main Street, and we're with Sammy Green. What is your title, President?
Chairman.
Chairman, even though you're a woman. She's the chairwoman.
Chairwoman, right.
Sammy, my first question for you is, how do you get a name like Sammy?
That's very long. My whole name is Sammy Lou, okay?
Sammy
Two
Lou.
words.
2 words.
And I'm named after grandfathers, great-grandfathers on both sides, and Louises. My mother was Louise, my father's mother was Louise, and we just shortened it to Lou.
Made a lot of people happy. Yeah. How long
yes.
have you been in Cypress Cove?
7 years,
Yeah.
this past January.
Now, we've been here almost 3, and when you say library at Cypress Cove, it's actually like a main library and at least 2 satellite stations, right? Mm-hmm. Tell me about that.
Right. Well, the first floor holds the majority of the collection, I would say, the most popular ones, and that's the fiction. And most people really read a lot of fiction, and we can tell that by the books that get returned. Mm-hmm. And then we have biographies, and then we have humor, short stories, collection on Southwest Florida and Florida in general, and children's section, a small, and then we have a section of resident authors.
Mm-hmm. Now, can people go to K4 to see what books are available?
Yes, K4, we use the system called Tiny Cat, and it's made for smaller libraries, I understand. So, and that's new. We just added that this year.
Okay.
Well, 23.
All right, and we're going to visit the 2 satellite locations too on the second and third floor, because a lot of people don't even know they're there, and the book you're looking for might be there. But we're going to start here. And we just had a meeting, your monthly meeting, and you talked about this too, because you're on the honor system here, and apparently sometimes people forget to bring them back.
Yes, they just hide in people's apartments, apparently, either under the bed, as 9 o'clock said, or a chair, or just get put back in their own collection.
Yeah, or they pass them on to somebody else.
That's true.
But when you're done with it, this is where it goes.
That's right. And there's been 2 this morning returned.
Yeah.
And one of the volunteers will come. And this is another important part, is in the back of the book, we put check marks.
Ah.
And that's important to put it in
Check mark.
the basket, because
All
then we can see how well it's being read and how the author is being received.
That's a good idea.
Well, it's been that way when I came, so
All right.
it's probably an institutional thing here.
This one must be popular. I see a lot of check marks.
Yes, some of them have many, many, many check marks because they've been here for a while.
Let's have a short tour.
Okay. As you approach the library on Main Street, you walk through a big arch. And on the left will be fiction, newer books, new series, and biographies. Then when you turn to your right, these are everything that appear on the 3rd floor. There's history, politics, and also there'll be new resident authors here. So then as you look straight ahead, this is the large print books. And they're getting harder and harder to find because of all the Kindles and things that you read online. The publishers just aren't publishing them in large print. But we have the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, USA Today, and the local news press. And we keep newspapers for 2 days. And we have volunteers that change them out. And we ask you not to take the newspapers. You're more than welcome to sit here and read them. All the magazines are donated. This is the biography section. These 2 sets of shelves. And then we have Cypress Cove, a little history and a little bit about the library and some floor plans. And this is the fiction collection. And that's probably the most widely read of all of the books that we have.
I really like the layout. It's very easy to navigate.
Okay, we'll go across to the other side.
Bring your morning coffee.
Reading regular print or large print can put a book in there or any written material, and it will enlarge it, and it's very adjustable. Okay, we have a small selection of paperbacks.
And this is the 2nd floor. Okay.
And then we have large print.
All right.
And we might soon have the overflow.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Triple elevators. Floor number 3.
Yes. And there's a lot of collections here. There's U.S. history, the World Wars, and this we made as a display for newer books. And world history, 20th century in review, and contemporary political thought. We have a public computer here and printer for other people who need to.
General use.
General use, yes. And then this is the workstation for the people who bring the books into the system. So they'll open the book in the back, and then they'll put the publisher's date here, and then they'll put the date that we acquired it here. And this is how we keep track of books, because when they return to the return basket, then the people who shelve the books will take it out, put a mark like that, a check mark, that it's been read and returned. And that's how we kind of keep track of the popular books, and then we know that that author is widely read. So then we will get their new book when it comes out.
But then who gets it into the K4 system?
At the same time that they're doing this, the volunteers take a picture with their phone of these on the back. And that automatically puts it in the Tiny Cat.
Okay.
And it will, you know, all the information is there.
So all
of
books
its
come that
fiction,
way these days?
like this,
Yeah.
with this.
Okay.
Older books, not.
Yeah.
So then we have to do it manually.
Okay.
Art that isn't in the art room, natural sciences, travel, foreign travel, Travel USA, see what's down here. A large section on sports of all kinds, finance, if you're interested, and then we have the rest of the Florida history here. And then we have a few music books. If people play the piano, they can come here and check these out and bring them back.
Well, it seems like the third floor is something you want to check frequently.
Yes.
Well, Sammy, any parting thoughts? Anything we haven't talked about that you want to
Yes,
talk about?
absolutely. We have more.
Oh,
We have the duplicates. Now these are popular authors, and we have duplicates. So if you can't find what you're looking for downstairs, you can come up here and browse.
were you ever personally involved in libraries prior to coming to Cypress Cove?
Yes, I have always volunteered. I volunteered at school. I was employed by our middle school as an associate to take care of their library there for a couple years. I minored in library science in college, and I've managed libraries in communities.
This sounds like you're qualified.
I don't know, but I try.
Sammy Green, thank you so much for the tour. I know so much more than I did before we started.
Well, good, and thank you so much, John.
And it looks like you're having a joyful time doing it.
Oh yes, it's my calling, I think.